Hopefully everything we do today is going to be a review. So if you look at number 1, we have a monomial multiplied by a binomial. So we're going to need to distribute. So I'm going to distribute that 6v across the binomial. So you should get 12v squared from the first set, and then 6v and 3 makes 18v. So if we look down at number 5, now we have a binomial multiplied by a binomial. So we need to treat it as two monomials multiplied across a binomial. So I'm going to take the 2n and multiply it across. So 2n and 6n makes 12n squared. 2n and 1 makes 2n. That covers the first half of the first binomial. And now we can multiply the second one. 2 times 6n is 12n. 2 times 1 is 2. Do I have any like terms? My n's are like terms, so 12n squared doesn't change, but these two get put together, and that makes 14n plus 2. Is this review? You've seen this before? Okay, then I want to jump to the last page. Look at number 22. How do you multiply a trinomial and a binomial? So I'm going to take the first term in the trinomial and multiply it across. Then move on to the second term and multiply it across, and then move on to the third term and multiply it across. So those give me 2n to the third. That one gives me negative 4n squared. Now I move on to the second term of the trinomial, plus 12n squared. 6n and negative 4 is negative 24n. Then I move on to the last term in the trinomial, minus 8n plus 16. Do I have any like terms? Yeah. My n squareds are like terms, and my n's are like terms. So in the end, I have 2n to the third. If I put these two together, I get plus 8n squared. If I put my n's together, I get minus 32n. And then the 16 doesn't have a partner, so it just comes along for the ride. Take a look at number 23. How do you multiply a trinomial and a trinomial? It's just adding one more term. So we would do the first one times all 3, the second one times all 3, and then we would do the last one times all 3. And you're going to get a big, long polynomial, and then you'll crunch it down combining the like terms. Okay? So your assignment is to do that multiplication paper. Then if you look on page you have one exercise set on page 21. That one we're just going to talk about. You don't actually need to write that down. So looking at number 1, is number 1 a polynomial? No. Why is it not a polynomial? It's x to a negative number. So number 1 is a no. Is 2 a polynomial? Yes. Is 3? Can I have fractions? Yes, as long as they're not exponents. Or unless the bottom is not a variable. So that 1/2 is okay. That's fine. But if there was an x down here, that would not be good. Or if it were say x to the 1/2, that would break the polynomial rules also. Is 4 a polynomial? Yeah. Is 5? Nope, you're not allowed to square root variables. And is 6? Yes. Okay, that was easy. So in addition to the multiply worksheet, you need to do the exercise B on page 23. And some of you have been stapling your bookwork to your worksheets. So if you look online and you see that there's a book assignment you handed in but you don't have credit for, it's probably because we didn't realize they were stapled. So hand them in separately. I mean, you can hand them in one right after another, but don't staple them. If you see an assignment that you handed in that you don't have credit for, we can look back through and find it and give you credit. So don't staple those two together. All right, I also have put up on the table the practice test. This is what we're going to do in class tomorrow. If you want to get a head start on it, might be a good idea to pick it up tonight and work on it tonight, and then you can ask questions tomorrow. Your test will be on Friday. How exciting. All right, get to work.